3 different animals that we have facts about that are totally wrong and incorrect. Hi, I'm Dawn, animal communicator, psychic, medium, channeler, me. Um, so I'm just going to cover 3 animals. Now, I could talk about all kinds of animals, but we're going to talk about goldfish, wolves, wolves, it's been a long day, and spiders, because I feel like I owe them, but it's not their fault. Okay, so let's start with goldfish. Everyone thinks goldfish have, I am guilty of this. Is why I started with this, probably my internal guilt. I used to call my ex a goldfish because he cannot remember anything for more than 3 to 30 seconds. So everyone has that mindset and thought, okay, goldfish have very short memories. That is false. That is a lie. That is not true at all. Goldfish are incredible. I'm not a fish person really, because they're a lot of work and a lot of responsibility, and then people act like they're not, and they're very hard to keep alive sometimes, and I can't even keep a cactus alive. So, but I love fish. I respect them. Communicating with them is a trip. So goldfish do not have seconds long memory. They are very smart. They tell time. They see colors. They do tricks. They listen and understand. Yes, goldfish do all this. They recognize faces and body language. That was probably my cat. They remember things from, I don't like that. Yeah, it's him. They remember things from months to permanently. Months to permanently. Okay. They get bored very easy. They want to interact with you. Please don't give them small bowls. The bigger the bowl and the more things in them, the more you're gonna get to engage with your goldfish, because you're basically torturing them, and it's animal cruelty to put them in a very small bowl with nothing to do. It's like putting a dog in a cage all day long and never interacting with it. It's they die from sadness more than anything else. So please be good to them. They really enjoy being engaged and learning, and like most animals, they love treats. Okay. Wolves. There's no such thing as an alpha wolf. We've been gaslit there, hardcore. I mean, yes, are there wolves that fight and bully a little bit? Yes, but not very much. Not at all. Like we think. There's no constant battle for the top wolf. That's not how it works among wolves. Packs are families. Parents or the oldest members lead the kids, and they have multiple generations of kids. They don't really bully. They don't fight to lead, because the parents are the leaders. And when they're too elderly to step down, they step down, and then the next oldest or the next 2 in the family step forward, and it's not a fight. It's just understood. They work together, not against each other. They are deeply loyal and protective of each other. They spend all of their time together, literally and figuratively. I mean, they are never far from each other, especially males and females when they are essentially married. I got lost. Okay. They are monogamous, and they almost always, and they mate for life until one of the mates will pass. Then they will often find a new partner, but they literally mate until death do they part. They stay close to one another their whole life, and they even take care of their elderly. So there is no alpha wolf, all these alpha men, which I fell for that trap when I was young, but not a thing. Loving, caring, monogamous families. Men could really, like, let's look into wolves and follow that. Be good. Or just be honest. You don't have to be monogamous if you're honest about it. I can't even get into that. I can't even get into that tangent. Back to animals. All right, the last one is short. Spiders. I don't like spiders. That's not their fault. That's my childhood trauma, which I don't freaking out a little bit, which I don't blame them for. That's not their fault. Spiders are so smart. I used to, this is awful, but I used to like crush them whenever I'd find them just because they were terrifying to me. And then one of my guides really early on was like, it took billions of years to create you. It also took billions of years to create that spider. And I was like, God damn. So now, unless they're a threat because they're poisonous and in my home, if they're little, I just pick them. I make my kids do it because they're not afraid of bugs. I just make them put it outside now. And especially, I used to do it. I used to crush them outside if I saw them. Now I'm just like, I just keep moving. So just keep that in mind the next time you want to like smush a bug that doesn't have anything to do with you. It took billions of years to create that bug, and it's gonna reincarnate to something else. It's kind of how I always viewed it. I thought my kids were the most gentle with bugs. When my oldest was a toddler, I caught her pulling all the legs off of grasshoppers so that they would be grass walkers. So we had a whole conversation about that. They are not afraid of bugs like I am. However, spiders, they are very, very smart. You don't eat spiders in your sleep. That's like one of the main things they have imparted to me is they don't crawl in your mouth. It's like crawling into a Mack truck that's zooming away. They're not stupid. Most bugs are not stupid, but spiders especially are not stupid. I think they're kind of alien-like, but you don't eat spiders in your sleep. It's not a thing. They're not gonna, you're like, I mean, well, how are they gonna do that? They blow away. They're not stupid. I mean, if you were dead, you get what you get. You won't care anyways. But there's no such thing as eating a spider that crawled into your mouth while you're sleeping while you're alive. It's just not a thing. It's not a thing they do. And I will say this, they know your schedule. Go away like a normal day and then come back in the middle of the day. You will find bugs. You'll find a bug or a spider. I swear they all communicate with each other, but spiders know your schedule. So like if you've ever just like come home or at a random time or you've been gone for a little bit and then you come back because you've been on vacation, you come back and you find them because they know your schedule. They come out when you're not around. They wait. I know. I hate it. I'm like, Ugh. I have conversations with them. You can talk to them. Well, they listen. I don't know. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. Like they're kind of, spiders to me kind of remind me of cats. Like they're gonna do what they're gonna do. So just try to make nice with them. Plus, remember they eat the other things you really don't want in your house, anyways. That's what I tell myself. But they're not crawling in your mouth while you're sleeping. So, ending on a good note.